People, deluded, I'm back again, out and about, so I apologize for the noises you hear, my hand movement and all of these things. A guy is tired, there's no selfie stick, we do this by the book. My hand is you know, holding it up. Not really any relevance to this video beyond, obviously we won against United, and I'll use any chance to use my Arteta propaganda. And you don't know me, I'm a passion merchant. When I hear the way Arteta speaks, post and pre-game, it gasses me. So I thought I'd share some of the comments. Cracking on, he said, on the fans responding well to the team. Absolutely. I said to the players, it's up to you. Your body language and behavior, if you're able to transmit to them, they will buy into it. If it's negative, it is a negative. If it's positive, it is a positive. And they are willing to help you guys. They are here to support you. And Emery was probably, do you know what, Emery said this as well, so let's give credit to Emery. He said he needs the fans on side. Emery is an intelligent man, but I don't think he was charismatic enough probably to galvanise a fractured fan base and really potentially allow these professional footballers to buy into his way of thinking. Either way, when you hear Arteta speak and the way the players are playing so far, it seems that they get it. There's good camaraderie, everybody fighting for each other. Defence, midfield, striker, fighting for the collective goal, fighting for the manager fighting for the fans giving the support, because we're seeing it. Because obviously, if the team are out there moving nervous, the fans are going to be nervous. The players in the last 2 games at the Emirates, and honestly away from home now, they've gone out there in the front foot and behaved like soldiers in the trenches, so the fans get gassed off that and give them the support. And that's lovely to hear, man. And he also said they're here to support. They are fans and they want to see their team perform like they did today. Thank you so much to them, because they are right behind the team. You can tell the confidence and things they tried and the energy he had towards the game. You could see it was much better. That's true. And he was also said if we can more or less keep this going, he said the challenge is to maintain it. And it's true. We're a bit euphoric at now because Arsenal have been woeful this season, and we've put in 2 good performances, half decent by standards if we were really where we would potentially like to be as a club. But the key is to make all the things I'm sitting here and getting gassed and making several videos about the minimum. The fight, the determination, the just simply wanting it, all of that should be the minimum. That should be the minimum of any top 6 club. And rightly so. So that's what he's more or less saying. He spoke about fitness levels and he said, I hope so. That wasn't the plan in relation to sitting back in the second half, I have to admit. But at the moment, we are suffering a little bit to maintain the intensity we had in the first half. I think it will come. It's part of the process, the way we train. But at the moment, we didn't have much time to do so. But as well, I really like the resilience, and I like to see them suffer together when they had to. Apologies, people. I need to flip this page. I've lost one of the pages because I'm on one hand. But he's like you saw from him, man. It's more the fact that we're defending well and all of these things is what he wants to hear. When we had to defend deeper, I want to see that reaction, that instead of getting annoyed with each other when someone gives the ball away, it was a positive reaction and everyone was tracking back. So I'm pleased with that aspect of the game as well. And that's true because being at the Emirates and on TV, obviously certain players shouldn't be losing the ball in certain areas, but you do see players whining a bit. Like, I'm not going to lie, not to name drop them because everyone was doing it, but Aubameyang and more so Lacazette, more the recent one going to games recently, you can see man moaning at each other and it seems a bit babyish. But now one person loses it, F it, we're gonna keep going. Look at a couple stray passes from a couple of players in the first period against United. Maitland-Niles the most vivid one. Obviously, players are going to tell you to pattern up and things, but it happens. It happens. Somebody loses it, we fucking fight to get it back. And that's what you wanted to see. Like, I saw hunger yesterday, man. That's all people wanted to see. All I wanted to see from a manager at this club was a clear philosophy that I can buy into as a fan on a Monday night, on a Saturday evening, and all these things going to watch the game. Something I can believe in, because I'm seeing teams like Liverpool, I'm seeing teams like Sheffield United. They all have a clear philosophy. That's all I wanted from the manager. Boardroom, still jury's out there. From the players, I just wanted to see that they gave a crap, really. And you see all the teams around that we've been playing and teams around the Prem, they give a crap, like they're trying, and the players are doing that now. That's all we wanted to see, people. And it's amazing, really and truly. Moving on, he said on how difficult it was to lift the dressing room when he came in. That's why I said to them that without you guys, I won't be able to do it. You have to open that door and to believe that I can bring something different to the club. Exactly. You have to buy into it. Obviously, Arteta's not an idiot. If he feels players are not buying into his thing, then he needs to sell them. But you can't sell everybody. You can't sell 11 players. People have to buy into what he wants. They have to have an open mind. And he's backed up his chat, but again, it goes back to the communication and man management and ability to galvanise people. Relations and how you speak to players is arguably as important, maybe even more, than what tactics you plan to employ. Because for whatever reason or not, Emery does have a lot of tactical flexibility, but he was unable to get people playing on side. Did they buy into his tactics? Was his communication as effective? Did he understand these players? That's something only Emery and the players can tell you in some behind the scenes sort of thing. But it's true, people. We need all the staff to believe as well. If we're able to do that day by day, it will take a long time and the process is not going to be easy. There will be ups and downs, but they bought into it. That's my feeling. They want to do it. I think they are starting to enjoy it, and hopefully it's a start. And that's it, people. If we needed to get our confidence back just by having some clarity of tactics. If the players work on this and really buy into it in training, they're going to be able to become competent at what they're doing. Because they're competent and they fully understand and have clarity as to what the manager wants, there should be confidence. Because of your repeating certain things, you're winning games and you're buying into what he wants to do, then you're going to enjoy your football. At the base of it, you have to enjoy playing football. Like Liverpool, we can talk about their tactics and things like that, but their players there enjoy working for each other and the manager and enjoy playing together. The Invincibles, you saw they wanted to come to blows, literally members of that side, when they've won league titles at away grounds. But at the base of it, they enjoyed playing to each other. They enjoyed the fruits of their hard labour. And that's what we've got to relish, really and truly, people. Moving on to Socrates, he said in relation to the Chelsea defeat, when he was speaking after United, he said, "We spoke, we analysed that game for 60 minutes, we played well, it was a good game, but today we have to fight more for 95 minutes to give everything, and the result came. The first win, and we have to start to build from today." And exactly our season, listen, we can't we can't go back in time, but we can kind of try and minimise the wrongs we've written for ourselves this season and do a damage limitation. Mathematically, top 4 for me is possible, but I don't think we're going to do it. We cannot do it. So we just owe ourselves to put some pride back in the Arsenal shirt, try and finish as high as we can, see what Europa League and potentially the FA Cup in terms of cup competitions can do for us. Obviously, with the Europa League, the extra carrot of Champions League qualification, more so because of how we are, is magnified. But our season should start today. What's happened is happened. We cannot go back in time. We need to just move forward, innit? Move forward, right our wrongs, try and minimise our mistakes and maximise our efforts, really and truly. And it's nice to see that, people. Socrates obviously spoke about in relation to training at the Emirates. There's not really anything to that. But in relation to United's counter, he said, "We already said a lot of times that the problem is not just the 4 defenders or just the goalie or just the midfield. So when we defend, we have to have a good structure to start in front and to run behind. Intensity is important. So today we did that very well. And if we defend like this, we will improve a lot." And that's what you want to hear. The hard work starts now. You've got to relish the hard work. And that's amazing to hear from him. He played quite coy when he was asked on what Arteta has changed. Obviously, a bit of that is to protect his new manager and probably just basic respect to Emery. And really, I mean, Socrates could sit there and answer, but I personally feel players open themselves up to unnecessary things, like with Emery. We heard these players, Emery told us exactly where we need to be at every moment, the video analysis, all of these things. And 22 unbeaten, it was going on a madness. When it went wrong, obviously Emery needed question marks, but these players were saying this and that, then it was something else was going wrong, and you're hearing the players don't buy into his tactics now. What's going on? Sort of thing. He obviously spoke about the handbrake, and this is what I like to hear as well, because again, it goes back to the mental aspect. Arteta said, "For the players, it takes the handbrake off. You don't think about making mistakes, you just think about the next action, and it gets better and better. It's contagious with your teammates. Your body language changes and you just generate belief that it can be done. And that's true. When you're playing well, or you might be playing okay, but your teammates running and doing things and the fans are gassing him, that will rub off on you. But if everybody's nervous, like you've seen at Arsenal, at times it was hot potato. Everybody passing on responsibility, not tracking runners, not being brave in possession and sensible, just making mistakes. And on top of being poor, having poor ability, you've got to be switched on and have the clarity of mind and just the self-belief that you can actually put in a shift, really and truly. David Luiz, unlike his centre-half partner in Socrates, isn't shy to say things. He said, "I believe he," obviously Arteta, can improve every player. Mikel is a great coach and knows football. He was a great player, he brings things, and I believe in his philosophy. We are going to do big things in the future, but step by step. Now, obviously, David Luiz is incredibly bullish there, and again, we've just got to do our talking on the training ground and obviously on the match day, but it's nice to hear that. It's really nice to hear that the players are buying into what he wants to do and implement. So if they're buying into it, we have half a chance. But on that note, people, DG.